Happy February 2024, everybody. It's your team, Victor and Marcy here, wishing you all a happy Valentine's Day.
It is February 14th today.
It is.
You can see we're a little matchy today. Sometimes that happens.
It does.
Today it's okay because
It's
it's February 14th and Valentine's Day.
We're just not going to go to Target or
Staples. We're not going to either one of those stores today, or we will be asked to help find something in the store. So
exactly.
We'll stay out of that.
We'll stay out of that. But what we would say in is helping you plan for your financial circumstances and showing a way you can give love to your family. I haven't had a good, funny, corny dad joke. Corny or funny? I think we're funny. Incorporated into our monthly theme, but this month we're going to bring a little love into the mix. So how are ways through financial planning and just being aware of your circumstances a way to kind of show this to your family? So L, life insurance, right? If you've been meaning to get life insurance or evaluate if you have enough for your family, or your family's recently grown, or your financial circumstances have changed where you may actually need some more coverage in place, life insurance, bringing in the L for love, is something just to make sure that you have in place, you had a conversation around it. And if you have not, we're welcome to have that conversation with you. O, open enrollment, right? Beginning of the year, not a lot of open enrollments happen this time of year. They're usually a couple months behind us, but that's the time to really look at your beneficiaries on your retirement accounts, your insurance policies. I even debated using occupation as an O, because if you have disability insurance, you want to make sure the disability insurance you have to protect your income, if you're a majority of the income provided to the family, is based on your own occupation as well, or if you have other kind of caveats with your disability policy. But open enrollment allows you to make sure all these benefits that could really help your family are being taken advantage of. Such as legal insurance is one of those, and we'll kind of touch on that in the E section. So we got L, we got O, V. Love that letter. Don't know why. I love that letter. Valuation. Do you know what everything's worth and kind of where everything is?
Where it is.
Right. We talk a lot about our e-money dashboard we provide our clients to really kind of help put your arms around everything, and that gives some kind of clarity. So if you ever have financial dates, money dates, with you and your significant other, do you know where everything is at, just in case something were to happen? Because we know in life, things do happen.
Things happen.
And then E, kind of bring it home for the love, is estate planning. Right? Estate planning is probably one of the biggest tools to make sure your love goes on the way you intend and wish. Over some circumstances that are difficult to talk about, difficult to think about. Usually the last thing to kind of wrap up in the client's financial plan for those type of issues. But life insurance, open enrollment, valuation, estate planning, love is in the air.
Love is in the air. So not to bring you down, but estate planning is one thing that we do want to make sure all our clients have all the proper documentation. Usually think about like end of life kind of things, but it also has to do with while you're living as well. So people get disabled while you're living and not able to make financial decisions or medical decisions on their own. And so we want to make sure that our clients have all that proper documentation ahead of time. So in our 32 years of practice, we've seen a lot, and we've been through a lot of different life events with y'all.
A
lot of fun ones, right? But then also some challenging ones as well. And so our clients are aging, but not only that these things happen as you get older, but younger people get in accidents as well and have health events. And God forbid you or somebody that you love has some sort of health event. And we don't want to be scrambling at the last minute to make sure that we have, or that you have, the proper documentation of power of attorney for medical or healthcare kind of decisions. We want to be able to have some of that documentation on hand as well, so we can assist you. We don't want our hands to be tied at a point in time when you're going through an emergency. We want to be able to assist you. So
also guardianship of minor children.
Yep,
right.
That as well.
Tough one for young families to think about, as my wife and myself included.
Yeah.
But it's a real risk out there.
Yeah, it's a real risk. So we want to try and cover as many of those risks as we can. We'll bring it up to you. We know it's a lot of conversations you don't want to think about, but just because you don't think about it doesn't mean it's not going to happen, right? So,
or if you do it, you're not going to will it to happen.
It will, yeah. Just because you get a will or a trust put in place doesn't mean something's going to happen, right? It just means that your family's protected and they're not scrambling at the last minute or you're leaving your estate in disarray. So we'll be talking to you as we continue throughout this year. When we have our strategic reviews with you, we're going to go over these kinds of things and make sure we have the proper documentation and that you do. We have a team of professionals that we can refer you to. So if you don't know somebody, we actually just had a professional event with all of our CPAs, attorneys, and insurance agents. We just met with them, had a great event with them just to let them know that we appreciate them, but we also want to make sure that we get to know them on a deeper level so that we can refer them to you when you need those services. So please reach out to us. We can show you our love that way. You can show your love to your family by just making sure all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed and everything's taken care of should anything happen.
Absolutely. Big heart emoji.
Big heart emoji, yeah. So y'all have a great Valentine's February and reach out to us anytime. We're here for you.
See you next month.
Take care.